Konnichiwa and welcome to the J-MELO report for the 7th of November 2011. How's everyone doing? And good morning to your friends over in Japan. First off, before we get started, I just want to make a clarification. Someone put on my channel page that they believed that I lived in Japan. They wondered what it was like over there. Sadly, I don't live in Japan. I actually live in a very small town called Bridgeport, New Jersey. But I have become a fan of Japanese music since about 2009. I have a lot of different artists that I've started to really follow, and most of the music which I've picked up recently has come from CD Japan, although I've also found some, excuse me, from Amazon. So that's where a lot of the CDs have been coming from, and a lot of the exposure to music that I've gotten from comes from the channel NHK World, which appears on channel 265 here in New Jersey. And the show airs at now 10:30 because daylight savings time is over, and there's a big time difference between here and, say, Tokyo. It's about, I want to say 14, 15 hours. It's ridiculous. So, that's the story as far as that goes. I do apologize for the confusion, however. I do wish I could go to Japan someday, but right now it's monetarily that ain't happening. However, this week on the program, they went to the NHK, I'm going to do my best to pronounce this, the NHK Bunkasai, and one of the big things that they talked about, it's a big festival, for those of you that don't know, it's a big cultural type festival that's really, really popular with the younger crowd. They show like different crafts and so forth that they made, and like I said, it's really popular with the young people. It's really popular with everyone, it seems. And they also had a artist named Takeawa, who appeared. She had the second part of her manga band project, which she revealed, if you saw it. They also have one song, and the song's called "The Lifelines," which sounds familiar because I think it actually sounds like the theme song that they've been using for the program lately. Very, very, very good song. But one thing they also had was, and sorry, I didn't get the guy's name down. But they had the director of the executive editor of the Oricon Press, I believe, and one thing they had was a big exhibit at another part of the festival, and it actually had to do with the 50 most artistic album covers from June of last year. Excuse me. Let me double check this. From April of 2010 last year to about June of this year. This got me thinking, though, what are some of my favorites that I have so far? Well, I have three sitting right here. And by the way, if you would like to participate with this, leave in a video response, providing you're not using Cosmic Panda. And you can also do this with, if you have like American CDs that you think have artistic covers to them, you're free to use those as well. Okay? I actually have three here. The first one, this one goes to the Clutter CD Nexus. And this is what it looks like. Now, the reason that these, you see this anime style jacket is very simple. The record label, Sony, is not allowed to use, excuse me, the actual likenesses of the girls. So they have an anime style version of the girls for all posters. Matter of fact, something very similar to this is also used in a poster that I have behind me. So in case anybody's wondering, no, this is the jacket, and then you open it, and there's another picture of them, and then of course there's the actual discs. The CD is, let's see, which one is it? So I can get it right for you. This is the CD, this is the DVD. The DVD is in encoded region 2, so you need at least a multi-region DVD player or one that's strictly region 2. I don't have one yet. This is the CD single Stargazer from Alice 9. This is the first single that I've ever heard from the group, and I happen to really like this. I just thought this was really cool, just even the cover. But then you open it up, the CD is the stars out in the galaxy, and you open up the actual CD booklet, and you notice the running theme going here. And yes, if anybody's curious, the lyrics are completely in Japanese. So there's that one. Now, this next one's a bit tricky. Now, why do I say tricky? Well, I'll show you in a minute. This is, if you've ever seen my Got This tag on this channel, this is the box set to the Versailles Holy Grail. And this is the big boy. Now, this actually comes with a poster. No, I'm not, by the way, no, I'm not going to unfold it because I actually suck at refolding one of these things back up and I don't want to wreck it. Although, if you ask really nicely, I might do it. This is the actual, again, there's the CD and there's the DVD. Here is the actual lyrics, and again, now here's the thing. The front side is the lyrics. The back side is all the members. Alrighty? That I thought was really cool. But here's what's really neat, I think. So put this down. Now, you would think a Japanese group is going to have a book completely written in its native language, right? Well, that's what I thought. Then I actually took a look at this. Now, for those of you wondering, if you take a quick look at the front and the back cover, you'll notice that they're wearing masks. Well, why is that? One of the songs is, of course, called Masquerade, so it would seem to fit the theme. The other thing is, though, once you take a look at this, I don't know if you can tell, but that's actually written in English. And actually, if you want more proof, see that? Yeah, despite the fact that this is a Japanese visual kai group, they actually have the words to this book, the words in this book, wrote in the English language. Now, that should be not really that surprising, considering that English is a language that they learn in Japan. But I just thought it was interesting because when you look at most lyric books, most lyrics in the jackets, they're always written in Japanese. So to have a book specifically wrote in English, I thought was pretty neat. Then again, this is also one of the few Japanese bands to actually come to the United States. And in case anybody's wondering, Versailles Philharmonic Quintet is actually how they're known here in the U.S. Everywhere else, they are known as Versailles. And I know I misspelled it by one letter, but anyway. I was trying to tell somebody about the group earlier, and I actually spelled it without the A. Oops. But this is definitely one of my all-time favorites. If somebody says to me of the three, which really is your favorite, honestly, unequivocally, right here. And actually, I'll do you this favor, because I said I wouldn't do it, but what the hell? Because I haven't even seen it first, to be honest. What you think? Now, if somebody says to me, "Okay, Josh, who's your favorite member?" Right there, Tanner, unequivocally. He seems like he's the one that has the most fun when he's on stage. If you ever get the chance, and if you have the DVD somewhere, go watch his performance when he does the song "Reminiscence." You'll see why I'm a particularly big fan. There's a mother that enjoys what he does. That arguably was one of the highlights of the festival, because it seems they also at the very end had a performance with Shuichi Hidano and Hikami Daiko, and they did some instrumental stuff towards the end, which was really, really cool. I happen to like it an awful lot. Anyways, I hope to see you again next week. By the way, all the shows now will be on Monday because of the time change with when they actually air the program. Plus, I think it works out better that way. So I shall talk to you then. Until then, my friends, sayonara.